What's going on, guys, and welcome back. So, we're interrupting budget week. I'll have another deck list up in our community tab just as an image with the dreamborn.inc link to it, so you can check that out. And tomorrow there will be another one in the community tab, just like we said. Trying to get some other videos and things going because we had some pretty big information drop and I had a slight change in deck list. So today we are going to talk about Bruno because this new card got released, or revealed, I should say, not released, for Ursula's Return, which is our fourth set coming May 17th to your local gaming stores and big retailers about 2 weeks later. It is a 5-cost inkable song that reads, return chosen character to their player's hand, then that player discards a random card. So I've seen already, how do you determine a random card? Well, it's simple. You can shuffle your hand, lay them down, and pick a card. That's random. You can shuffle your hand or just put the hand down and roll a die, and wherever that die lands up, that's the card you hit. There's different ways. Any way, as long as both players don't know which card is which, and then you pick a card, essentially would be a random way to do it. So it's kind of got a little sudden chill and a little mother knows best mixed together. That makes sense. There are 2 cost and 3 cost songs. 2 plus 3 equals 5. So how impactful is this card going to be? I think it's actually going to be pretty good. Determining what you want to play it, like how many copies though, might be a little different. So before we jump into exactly what this card's going to do, I just want to go over a discard list that I'm working on a video for, and we'll have that whole breakdown video, gameplay footage, all of it. But this was a discard turbo list I had. Obviously, things are going to change with the new set. We're going to wait for more reveals before we put a full list out there. But you see things like turn 1, you put your Cinderella or your Queen down. Cinderella being able to sing your songs that you play in the deck. And then turn 2, you come out with like Bucky. Turn 3, you can go like Ursula or Prince John, kind of depending. And then after that, you really just ramp into, well, not ramp, but you really just power into your discard engines, whether it be you played Bucky and you're going for your Shift Floodborns, things like that. You can play like Queen, and Queen, which would then trigger Bucky to discard, and then you could have Queen sing like Bibbidi Boppity, or pull the Queen out and put either Queen back down or something like a Lucifer back down, which then, again, Bucky will trigger, or Bucky won't trigger, but Lucifer will then make your opponent discard 1 action or 2 cards. Otherwise, like I said, you can replay that Queen, which that would trigger the Bucky, or even you could come back with like a Flynn Rider instead of a Queen as an option there. So not really going card by card through this. It's just showing a discard type deck right now. Obviously, you also have like green steel discard being one of the more popular discard decks out there in the current format. And here's kind of just like a sample play line that we can do with this card, right? So say turn 1, depending which variant you're playing, you can come out with like your Queen or your Robin Hood. Turn 2, you come out with Bucky. Turn 3, you shift into your Queen or your Robin Hood, who that will trigger Bucky to draw a card, or discard a card, sorry. Prince John's the draw card when they discard. So you play your Bucky turn 2. Turn 3, you shift into your Floodborn. Bucky triggers to make them discard a card. And then your Queen or your Robin Hood can go ahead and sing this card. You can bounce a card on their field and then also discard a second card from them. So it's kind of just a niche little way to make them discard multiple cards. I know Bibbidi is another way that you can do this on turn 3 as well. However, that's an uninkable card, whereas this is an inkable card. So you kind of get a better way to do it because this also outs a card on their field. So that's also going to be really, really good. Another big change I think that this is going to bring to the deck, before, at least with the Amber variants, I don't think Ariel was really worth the spot. You weren't playing too many songs, especially no higher cost songs where you needed her. However, with it, you now have 3 different discard songs. And obviously she can search out any song, whether you're playing like Bibbidi, Mother Knows Best, or just these cards, Strike a Good Match, another song that you could potentially play in this version of the deck. But now you have 3 good discard songs and The one obviously is a 5 cost, so your Ariel being able to be a 5 singer means that she very well might just find her way into this variant. So this is just a real quick look at We Don't Talk About Bruno. I just thought we needed to talk about Bruno for a little bit. I think this card's going to be really good. Do I think it's going to be meta breaking? No, but I do think it's going to see its place in the meta, and it's a card that you're definitely going to have to be ready for. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, like, share, subscribe, comment down below if you're interested in becoming a Patreon. We do monthly giveaways. Information down below.